What's up, guys? I'm Matt Johnson.
But look at me. I look so official. I look, I'm ready to. Well, bam. Hello. Wheels everywhere. Grand entrance, first dances. There's fireworks. There's smoke. It's nuts. Nuts.
Did they not give you the questions?
No.
Oh, I don't know what to do then.
To look like a sexy lounge. A grown-up sexy lounge. That's the term we're going for here.
Oh my God, it's identical. Bro.
Let's go see what's happening. I got distracted. Here we go. Running with the gimbal.
I'm looking for a BTS guy.
I found one.
Are you available?
I got somebody.
Perfect, you're hired.
Hey, my name is Matt Johnson, and today I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes and showing you how to film a reality TV style wedding. And you're probably wondering, what the heck is that? And also, things get even crazier because this isn't my wedding. No, I have not been hired to film this wedding, but it's going to be awesome because today we are going to be following along with Justin Porter Media, and I'm going to be showing you how he films a reality TV style wedding. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. And I am so freaking excited to be here. First thing you need to know about Justin is that he does everything different than most other wedding filmmakers. He goes bigger, put it that way. Case in point here. My car, little tiny Honda that I drove here in. And here's what Justin shows up in. Look at this. Look at this. It is beautiful.
Over the top wedding filmmaker brings to a wedding. So
over the top. Love it. Here for it.
But y'all gonna see the magic. Y'all gonna see why.
Look at the amount of gear that Justin brings to a wedding, okay? And it's not just the gear, it's the cameras that he's using. It's the amount of people that he mics.
It's everything, you know? It really is, and I'll be honest, like, some days, come here. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Some days, I hate this, you know? It's the load in, it's the pack up. Like, some days I'm just like, you know, I wish I just had a gimbal and an A7S III, and that was that. But then I start editing and I'm like, nah, forget it, I need all of it.
What are we bringing in here? What do you got?
So right now out there, we already packed the Easy Rig in. We've got all the up lights right here. So this is 20 up lights. All of my light stands and the stands for the flat base light stands are inside this guy. So this goes in. We unload everything, we put it out. All of this will come back to the van. This will stay in the back closet. And then we've got the Ursa right here, Pocket 6K Pro. Drone that we're not using. This is the second gimbal. This is my light setup. So I do the overhead. This is the RS2. And then we use the RS3 Pro on the ring grip, which is in the back seat. All of the V-mounts, because Blackmagic just drinks through V-mounts. Headsets, Hollyland Pro, those gotta go in.
Yeah, I need a headset, to be clear. I want a headset.
You will have a headset.
Okay, good.
You shall have a headset.
Here he goes. If you want context for how much gear you should bring to a wedding. And this is Robbie, second shooter. He's got a little preview of what they'll be filming with today. So notice here that Justin is not only filming the wedding, he's also lighting it too. And not lighting it in the sense of what I normally think of whenever I think of lighting. We put up one light for the reception or two lights at most. No, like he is lighting the reception.
It has to be.
All the
I
uplights.
think one thing that bothered me the most was that your headset, sir.
Oh. Look at
It's
that.
official. It's official. But yeah, I like the reception because I need the quality of our evening shots to match our daytime shots. We got all these beautiful shots, bride in her dress and outside, and everything just looks amazing. And then the reception comes, and it's, you know, we use Blackmagic, so we can't go to unlimited ISO like some people. So 3200 max, and that's it. Anything past that, you're literally treading on thin ice. So we light everything, but it also gives it a more, you know, filmic look. It fits the vibe. It looks amazing. I can't wait till y'all see it tonight. It's all gonna come to life, and you're gonna love it.
But look at me. I look so official. I look like I'm ready to land an airplane or something like that, or MC a award show. So what are you doing?
So now I've got a jam sync all the time code into all of our audio recorders. So I do all of them, so that is done. And then throughout the day, if I need another one, I don't have to rejam it. It's ready to roll.
Do you let them keep the music on, or do you have them turn it down or off, or what?
It depends. So I don't like to kill the vibe, but if something important starts to happen, then usually what we do is we'll go by wherever the speaker is, and we'll start notching it down like 1 or 2 notches.
Do the sneaky way? That's what I do.
Yeah, don't ask, because as soon as
The
you
same thing. You never ask. You just, every once in a while, you walk over. Doo -doo. I film with the A7S III, lightweight. I'm always trying to go as lightweight as possible. And then there's Justin. And it's like, don't skip arm day.
So that is the Ursa Mini Pro 4.6K G2 with a Blackmagic 12G Video Assist 7-inch monitor, a Tamron 24-70 f 2.8, and a Rode NTG3 shotgun mic. And so the deities can also be just a timecode box by themselves. So in the settings, you go to TRX mode. So I'm out of timecode because we got BTS and 4 cameras, so I need another one. So I'm gonna go to, instead of record only, I'm gonna go to TC box, which is timecode box. And now it can either run timecode internally, which I'm gonna turn it free run. It's running internally, but I'm gonna jam sync it with one of my timecodes, which is right here. So now we're gonna jam sync the timecode in here. You see the bottom shows up with the accurate timecode. And then frame rate 23976, we click jam. Now the internal time code is reading our external time code. We can unplug it. And then this is now a time code generator. So I can actually jam sync a camera with this. I can jam sync other recorders with this. This is basically the same thing as one of these.
Love it.
Even though if I need it as a recorder, I can then turn it back into a recorder with time code all at the same time. So now this is gonna go on my secondary camera for the ceremony, and then this other time code will go on the gimbal, which is right here, which, by the way, is not a Blackmagic. It's a Panasonic S5 Mark I.
Mark I?
I have a whole video that I'll do going over why. Same gimbal setup, but longer battery life. Mainly, that's the only thing I was looking for out of a gimbal camera was longer battery life.
Look at this guy mixing all of his camera makes and models and manufacturers.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Okay, is this ceremony set up here?
This is one ceremony camera, yes.
Love that. Look at this guy. What time is it? It is 11:30. And what time's the ceremony?
I get everything set up and in its place so that when it's time for it, I don't have to spend time setting up. We do so much story chasing that we're like filming up until the last minute, and we got to run in there and start filming for the processional. So if my cameras are already in their place, if I got my lights for the reception already in their place, I don't have to worry about setting up later. We do it all now, and then it's just nothing but filming the whole time. The whole name of the game is keeping the camera in your hand so you don't miss a moment.
I love the mentality. Really good mentality. Name of the game, keeping your camera in your hand, always ready to film. Whenever I first got started filming weddings, I was missing so many shots and moments because I would just be holding my camera down, or it'd be like on a table or something like that. You have to be aware of where your camera is at all times, so that way you can get the moments. I'm really glad I've been working out. This gimbal's already like, whoo, here we go. Here we go.
Always knock. Bridal door, you don't know, don't want boobs out, always knock.
Uh-oh.
It's a guy, are we good? It's Justin, the filmmaker. I can come in? Okay. How are you, what's up? How are y'all? Nice to meet you officially.
Nice to meet you. Oh, my girls, they're in there. No, we have
Do you have a spray tan?
No.
Okay, cool. Hey, already? Push this through the inside of the bra you have on now. So when you take it off, the cable's on the inside, so you can put the other one on, it won't get all tangled. And then just push it through the shirt, let it go all the way through. So let me see here. Oh, you know where to do it, right? You're gonna grab it right here from the sides. Yeah.
Okay.
And let it come out the bottom of the shirt down there. Yep.
Notice how much he's talking about energy there. He's talking about keeping the energy up with all the guys, with all the girls, because All these moments are going to give him amazing sound bites. He's going to be able to use that in the wedding film in a really creative way that feels like a reality TV show. And it's super cool. It's a ton of work. It's a ton of setup. It's a ton of audio. But when it all comes together, it all comes together so beautifully.
He was like, he told you on the first date that this was gonna happen. Like, I don't know how it started, but like, did you believe that this was gonna be your Mr. Forever?
Yeah, honestly, you know, we had our first date and he texted me and he was like, Trina, I found my wife, my future wife. This was the first date.
So what I think is super fascinating about this from a storytelling standpoint is that Justin is not only relying on, say, like the bride or groom reading a letter, for example, or doing like a one-off interview. Instead, he's talking to the groom and he's saying, hey, how did you meet the bride? And the groom is saying, oh yeah, well, actually, I told her on our first date that I was gonna marry her. And Justin says, oh, that's so interesting. Okay, so he has that information in his mind. And so then whenever it comes time for him to talk to the bride, he says, hey, by the way, the groom mentioned that he knew that he was going to marry you the first time that y'all went on a date. And so that brought back the bride's memories that she's talking about, but then suddenly she's drawing a connection to one of the bridesmaids, and it's all connected together. So cool. And here we go, another interview.
Did they not give you the questions?
No.
Oh, I don't know what to do then. I'm just kidding. All right, we'll be no, that's good. Thank you. I like to catch you while you're doing stuff. It's all right. Like.
It's Jose Cuervo, baby. We about to get lit at. Cheers to your wedding and a beautiful, fun night.
And now Justin's at the point where the bridesmaids are coming with him like, oh, interview me now, interview me. So they're into it. It's really good.
So for Trina and AJ, I love you guys so much, and let's get lit!
I was just like, let's get lit. That's going in the film. And the part where she was like, she likes athletic guys, and then AJ was like, oh, that's trailer material. Chef's kiss right there.
Okay, everybody looking at Trina right now? Oh yes, I love it.
Those down there are umbrella stands, like that you would buy at Home Depot for a really, really big umbrella that you would use like in your backyard. But look at him here. He's putting his light stands onto them. And this way he has these super ultra compact, very small footprint light stands, but they're super sturdy. They're very, very hard to tip over because they're so heavy. So it's just a cool, cool way to do things.
These are actual C-stands, and the bases for the C-stands are here. So if I ever have to go outside for like the reception or something, we just pep that out, put it in here.
That's incredible. What are we running lights-wise?
So these bad boys are the Godox ML60 buys. I no longer recommend them. I recommend the Amaran 60X just because the usability, the app is 10 times better, and they're cheaper. But at the time that I invested in this kit, those didn't exist. So don't you just love filmmaking?
Another Aperture boy. Look at him coming over to Aperture. So good. So here's the current wrinkle in things. Robbie is upstairs interviewing the bridesmaids, and they're super high energy, but then whenever he takes them off into another room to interview them, they lose a lot of energy, and they calm down, and they get a little more timid, a little more reserved. And so they want to keep up that high energy. And so Justin is going and saying, okay, we need to know more about this couple so that way we can pull out those emotions from them. And so he pulled over the groom really quick, asked him about when they met, started to talk about their engagement, etc., just to get a little bit of info that he could then give to Robbie. And because they got the headsets on, passed it right up to him. Super cool. Okay, so Godox, we got the ML60s here.
We're gonna put lights here, here, there, and there, and that's gonna shine at our dance floor. It's gonna be a nice flood. That's the way that I like to light it, just so that it minimizes shadows, but the spill is also key lights for some of the guests for getting reactions and stuff like that.
So he's basically running 4 lights, and they're going to be shining on 4 different corners of the dance floor. And that way everything's pretty evenly lit, which is important because remember, he's using a camera that can only go to about 3200 ISO. So he has to work around that.
So determining my pitch is always trial and error. Essentially, you don't want it angled too far up or you'll get nothing but wash in your light, in your cameras. And then you don't want it too angled down because then the throw. So you gotta like play with it and get it almost just right.
Look at the height that he's getting off these stands here. That is like 15 feet, something like that. Like stupid tall, but way taller than you would normally get with like an 8-foot or even like a 10-foot light stand.
So this is our spacing. So this looks great. Now the only thing left to do is, as you can see, this one is like leaning. So I have some shims that we do to kind of offset it and make it look straight. The rest of them look really good.
How's the battery life on these lights?
So I usually never have to change them the whole wedding day. So I should be good.
We have like the lighting for I would consider the main lights for the dance floor, but he also has all the uplighting for the accent lighting. And these are all just DJ uplights.
Most DJs have the Chauffé DJ system. I use these because they're Bluetooth and I use the iPad app.
A lot of this is about control. And Justin's taking control of certain aspects of the wedding day. He's handling the lighting for the reception. And whenever I say handling the lighting, I don't mean, oh, he's putting up 1 or 2 lights like most videographers. No, he is literally putting up all of the uplighting for the reception, which is super fascinating to see. And so this is gonna remove a lot of that stress that you would normally have when you are showing up to a wedding and you do not know what sort of lighting the DJ is going to have. Is he going to be using super cheap up lighting? Is it going to be green up lighting or super purple or something like that and make everybody's skin tones look like Smurfs? No, he has control over it. Justin's able to dictate the exact lighting that he wants for the reception. That is so cool to see. And so I hope, like, if nothing else here, you may think that he's going overboard. You may think that he's going crazy. You may think, wow, Justin is overkill for all this sort of stuff. But I want you to keep in mind that, like, this is possible. At least let this show you what is possible and what you can do with this. And it's pretty cool. And so even if this doesn't work for you, that's okay. Like, it works for Justin. So, yeah, it's inspiring, I think.
Probably like a nice like teal, a magenta will look nice. Honestly, anything, because the walls are white, so any color we use is gonna pop. I hate candlelight. It's a boring color, and I think it looks good to our eyes, but on camera it looks very, very boring. And a lot of couples want that kind of evening reception vibe, and I'll go for like a really, really upscale, like not nightclub, but an upscale kind of like grown and sexy lounge.
You heard it here first. Justin wants his wedding receptions to look like a sexy lounge, a grown-up sexy lounge. That's the term we're going for here. But I do love that he's taking into consideration the couple's colors from their wedding day. So he's not just throwing up, say, like a red or an orange because that'll look good for skin tones. No, he's saying, hey, like, let's consider what the couple's colors are and let's try to choose a color palette that's going to work with the colors they've chosen for their ceremony while still looking good on camera. Good stuff, really good stuff. Here he goes. Everything's on wheels too. Notice that. Wheels everywhere.
Can you take it off for the day, just so it don't hit the mic?
He's got to be mindful of the bras on the girls, making sure that the mics work well for them, so that way they can take off the current bras they're wearing and put on the bras they're going to be wearing for the ceremony. Then he also has to worry about the guys and all the things that they're going to be wearing. And so he's even like got the groom here and he has a chain on. He's like, okay, you got to take your chain off before you do stuff. Like, so much miking. Like, it's been like 30 minutes of this already, just nonstop miking.
One off. All right, and then same thing like his, just clip this on the outside.
So he also has all of the microphones numbered, and he keeps all that in a document on his phone. So that way, whenever it comes time for him to edit, he's able to keep track of which mic was on which person. It's a lot because he's got 12 microphones that he's running on this wedding. It's nuts. Nuts. Are we done miking?
We're done temporarily miking, yes. I have
Groomsman to mic, got the officiant to mic eventually.
got the officiant, and he's gonna be rocking a Sanken. I keep my best mics for the bride, groom, and officiant, obviously.
Audio is king. You have to have good audio for your wedding film because that's how the story is told. That's how the people connect with your audience. And so The way I see Justin working, he's just taking it to a whole other level. He says, oh, audio is important? Okay, great, let's mic everybody. And I'm like, oh, well, cool. Over here, Robbie's filming the groomsmen in a smaller room than the bride, we'll put it that way, which is pretty typical for most weddings, most wedding venues. They tend to have smaller rooms for the groomsmen, but Robbie's making it work because Robbie is a professional. Look at that. Strong stance, one leg in front, hips back. I want you to also notice here that Robbie's shooting a lot longer takes than I normally would. Typically, I'm shooting 10-second long clips max for B-roll. I'm moving on to the next clip. But Robbie's staying on these clips. He's staying on this clip. And I think the benefit of that is that he's getting those sound bites. Anytime those big moments happen, he has those sound bites that he can use. So he's just rolling on it, continuously rolling. And just different ways of shooting, different styles of shooting. So interesting to see. Finally gonna get the good audio now. This is good. Every side's a good side, come on. Oh, there it is. We're finally in uniform here. Look at this. He's got the Easy Rig. He's got the Black Magic. Finally, what we've all been waiting for is happening.
Yes.
The outfit. Making the content. Here he goes.
Hey, y'all. After this game, let me have y'all get dressed. We're gonna probably come in here and do like a little scene with y'all, so just have everybody get dressed after this game. All right, cool. Appreciate y'all.
I take it. I'm the bad influence. I take the role. We looking to have some fun. So get ready. And we got Mavericks Lakers. I got my coach.
I'm really starting to see the dynamic play out between how Justin and his second shooters work. Justin is really building the core of the story. He's doing a lot of these interviews. He's pushing people. He's asking these questions. He's keeping track of all the story threads. And then his second shooters are doing all of the B-roll. So Justin's not filming a ton of B-roll. He hasn't really been sticking on people filming a lot of their B-roll. He's relying on his second shooter to do that. And then he's going to fill it all in with the A-roll and all this audio. And I think it's going to work really, really well. Ton of shooting, ton of keeping everything straight in your mind. But whenever it all comes together, it's really good.
Father, as a husband, I just cannot wait to see him. I'm so excited, and let's get this thing started.
Perfect. That's amazing. Okay, you get dressed.
Bride is about to get into her dress. What else is happening?
So after this, we got a little quick first look with her dad, first touch with him. She still wants to do both, which I'm all about it. And then ceremony.
And to clarify, what time is the ceremony starting?
When the bride walked down. It was starting now.
All right, we're ready.
We're ready. Okay.
Ceremony starts at 4. It is 4. So here we are.
We are doing this in just a minute, and I couldn't be more excited about the man you chose and excited about.
Mainly, I just said that you boys got to stick together through any kind of troubles, and that whenever it's the toughest, that's when you really need to lean on each other when things are the hardest.
Thank you.
He's moving things. He's rearranging.
Wait. Not yet with the cheers. Not yet with the cheers. I got one more question. I'm sorry. Not yet. It was gas, though. It was gas. Oh, yeah. That's it right there. To Austin, y'all. To Austin. Let's go. Crazy. Black out. Okay, you can. I'm just gonna let him walk a little bit and then. Marcus, dap him up real quick.
I gotta say, these Hollyland headsets, I wasn't completely sold on them. Now, seeing how Justin and Robbie were able to coordinate their shots together, where one of them would be whispering to the other, hey, are you getting the wide? Okay, I'm getting the tight. Hey, are you getting the B-roll? Okay, great. Like, just hearing them be able to whisper that and communicate that way, so good, because unless you have a second shooter that really knows your style and knows who you are, like having that, so powerful. And I gotta say, this is all just phenomenal content too, by the way. Just the storytelling, the way he's tying everything together. Really love seeing this, really love just getting to witness this and experience. It gives me so many ideas for my shooting. I'm like, oh my gosh. Let's go see what's happening. I got distracted. Here we go. Running with the gimbal.
I'm gonna have them braid this to go along with Ecclesiastes 4:12.
Love it.
Just a rough braid. This, bride and groom, they're the center of action.
I love that.
Out of the way.
I love that.
And he's back to setting up his lights. There he is.
I'm probably gonna have you, are you at a good spot? You think maybe you can dip out and come just film? The guys are down here just cutting up. Okay, yeah, come down here and.
Justin's already keying into several emotional moments that are going to be happening on this wedding day. The father of the groom is going to be officiating this wedding. And this is also his first son, and he is the first one that is getting married. So emotions are going to be really heavy. So that's going to be amazing for the video. So Justin already talked to him about that, gave him some encouragement to make sure that he says some personal stuff during the ceremony that should look really, really good. So yeah, hopefully get some tears during the ceremony from the dad. Right now, Justin's just setting up the rest of the uplighting, and we're going from there.
But as quick, I'm probably gonna tell you, like, bro, come in now, and I'm gonna need you to like hustle through to the front.
So we're running the pockets for the ceremony. 2 pocket 6Ks.
I'm probably gonna run gimbal, but it's gonna be a very simple setup. Pro tip, I always put my tripod right up.
See, so Justin is reserving his spot for his cameras. Very important. I do the same. You want to like plunk down. If you can put it next to something, that way people have to like walk around it. That's really good. He's got a good setup here. Just hit record now and I'll just zoom it in.
Doubt there's not.
Before we start, if you could all bow your head in a moment of prayer.
Go to the right and film her reading the vows.
That I always be your husband from this day forward. Unity. Matter of fact, I'm going to and forever. Austin, you may not take your brother.
The biggest thing that stood out to me watching Justin film this wedding ceremony was his pure lack of fear when it comes to getting the shot. He's not afraid to move across the stage. He's not afraid to stand next to the groom to make sure he's seeing the bride come down the aisle. Also, if I was gonna pick one moment that stood out to me, there was a point where the couple was doing their unity candle, and Justin literally went up to the bridesmaid and said like, hey, can you scoot back a little bit? I need to get this angle. And they're like, okay. Love it. Just some ballsy moves from my boy here.
Robbie, get outside. 24 to 70. How was it being able to, one, marry your son, but to now be this, now to see him go into this next chapter of his life?
Yeah, first of all, in the service today, you know, I've done, I think this is the 9th wedding that I've officiated. It's never been my own son, so a little different that way. And I was trying to keep it together today with the emotions so I could say all these words.
Ceremony ends, and this guy is right back into interviews. Grabs the officiant / father of the groom. Hey, how do you feel about the wedding? Bam, great interview, fantastic. Running around now at cocktail hour, asking all these people, hey, how are you feeling about the wedding? How do you feel about the couple? Like just all these sound bites that he can then use to make the wedding film better.
Y'all ready to have fun tonight?
Yes. Definitely.
Y'all gonna be on the dance floor?
Yes.
Is he wild or you wild? Who's the wild one? Gotta pick. It's you?
Yes.
I already talked to y'all in there, so I'm expecting good energy from y'all tonight, man. Y'all, I feel like y'all got it.
For sure.
Let's go.
Notice how he's keeping the energy up in these interviews, running up, super high energy, making the people that he's interviewing also have high energy. Good stuff.
Peoria. Hey, let's go. Okay, all right, there we go.
In a fun turn of events, Justin is now being told that he has to move all of his equipment over here because it's kind of in the way. So he's gonna go put it over in the groom's room. Good times. More interviews, more interviews.
All right, bro. So what's been happening, man? Don't talk to me.
Amazing. Today was beautiful. It's cold. It's out here. But look at this creek. Look at this beautiful creek we got right here. I'm drinking this red wine. He asked me for one from ice. I was like, nah.
Okay, at this point here, we're now doing a little bit of shots of the couple and the bridal party. And then pretty soon here, grand entrance, first dances, there's fireworks, there's smoke. It's gonna be lit, or gas, as some people say.
Oh my God. Don't mess up the bouquet.
The feature that I just love the most, I can use the gimbal, but then if I'm like, oh crap, I need to react, I literally double tap this button, gimbal locks, and now I just basically have a handheld, steady, like easy rig setup. So it's like, oh crap, I want cinematic, double click, it unlocks, and boom. Now, you know what I mean? Like it literally, I didn't know I needed that feature until this setup. It's like,
once you get it though, it's
now
like,
my hands never have to leave the ring. So I can just be right here, handheld, need to react quick. Okay, ready, 1, 2, 3, go.
Diva is a female version of a hustler, of a hustler. I love it.
Oh, that was gas.
Tell me about your couple portrait filming philosophy.
Usually I just wait for a pose that I like, and then I make them kiss, and then I'll make him grab her butt and some sexy stuff. Like, yeah, literally, that's kind of my philosophy.
Okay. One shot on the stairs, she's like, we're good. Okay, cool. I'm over here like filming weddings. So I'm like, okay, well, I got 6 locations planned. I want 45 minutes to an hour with this couple. We're gonna have a great time. And he's like, I'm good. Yeah, okay, I got it. I call this one the beekeeper.
I could never make these look good in video, so I just become a lending hand.
I'm not a, I don't go under the veil with the couple for this shot. I don't do it. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll help the photographer get this shot. And then I'm gonna get a different shot. I realized we didn't get like any ceremony debrief. And I was like, oh crap, that was kind of a big part.
Yeah, that was a lot. Immediately wish I had my grip and my other shooter, but probably gonna email them like, look, y'all miss again, I'm gonna have to find, I'm gonna need some extras.
Photog's talking about how she's already shot through 160 gigabytes, and I know Justin's over here filming in B-RAW. Like, only 160 gigs? What's that, like 5 minutes?
Yes, yes. Okay, great.
Up next, we have the bridal party entrance, then the couple's going to enter, then 3 dances, and then food. I love food. Food's great. fantastic first dance with sparklers and smoke. Looked really, really good. That whole moment really good. Really interesting to see how Justin was rotating around. I had to keep on my toes, so I'm like, oh crap, my shit, I gotta walk around over here, get out of the way. But really, really good. Really happy with how that turned out. And now, time to eat. Thank God. So he gets everybody out here on the dance floor. Everybody's out here, semicircle, all the bridesmaids, all the groomsmen, and then he gets this very nicely controlled shot that looks really good. Says he can do it locked off on a tripod too. I'm very intrigued, very interested in seeing how this turns out.
In the middle, faces them, looks out at the crowd, kind of has a whole vibe.
I've never used that. I love it.
It's like, it literally makes it all about the person giving the speech. But you can literally work, as long as you don't go behind them, you can walk all around and you can get reaction shot. I mean, you can have like a moment to get everyone's attention first, then call him up. You're gonna hand him the mic right here and let him present this direction.
Well, I'm gonna give him the mic before, but it won't do nothing. But I'll got my back like that. That way I won't be in the shot.
Oh.
Robbie's monitor ain't working. His monitor's broken. It's toast time.
We have got all the significant people to our right here, ready to listen to the best man and our bride's brother. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to Nathan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all for coming such a long way to celebrate with us. For those that don't know me, I'm Nathan. I'm Austin's best man and younger brother. And I'd like to start.
We in Chicago, 7 a.m. So we about to turn up tonight because we not sleeping. We heading straight to the airport after this. But no, seriously, thank you everybody. I love you all. So cheers to family and love.
Notice he then makes everybody take their chair back to their seat after the toast. Smart move, smart move. What's next? What do we got now?
Bouquet garter sauce.
Bouquet garter.
Bouquet garter sauce.
Okay, bouquet and garter just happened. They just dropped the lights. Now things are even darker in here. People getting out there on the dance floor now. Justin is about to set up his lights for the exit. So he's gonna get those ready. We're gonna see how he does that. So these are more Godox lights for the reception exit.
For the send-off, yeah. So I use 30s. I usually do 3 or 4. And they're doing like a fake send-off, so it's not gonna be a lot of people. But I'm just gonna light it and then we'll be good. I need a few lights just so that it looks good, looks even. Same concept, 2 on the side, 1 in the middle. Brighten up the space, makes it look nice.
So Justin is talking about how it's really important that the last clip of your film looks awesome. And it's really true. He's like, that's what people are going to remember. And it's so true. If you do not have a good last clip, people are going to remember all the other good stuff. You're going to be like, I kind of ended on a bad note. So you want that last clip to be really, really good. You got to bookend your film. Good stuff at the beginning, good stuff at the end.
So, pro tip for carrying light stands through a reception. Flip it upside down and hold it up. You're good to go, even through a crowd.
I love coordinating with the photographer, so it's great seeing Justin do that too, where they're talking about, okay, where are you gonna be for the exit? How are we gonna set this up? Now, this is a fake exit, but Justin is still taking control of some things here. So they have these sparkler boxes set up over here in my very bokeh out background that you probably can't see well. And Justin has it set up in a way that he wants the limo to be further toward the stairwell, so that way more people, because there's like 200 people at this wedding. So he says, hey, can we move the limo back a little bit
You move the sparklers back a little bit, then we can have more room. And they're like, okay. I'm like, okay, cool. Stuff like that. Like, if you don't ask, people are gonna do it. So you gotta ask. Worth asking.
Kind of.
We're fun. Yeah, we're fun.
Y'all have a fun time on your job.
Yeah, this is the best job ever.
Yeah.
Hang with people on the best day of their life and get paid for it.
Seriously,
Fake exit complete. Now back inside to film more dancing. And it's gonna get crazier, I think. This is also the point of the night where Justin starts taking the mics off of everybody. So that's interesting, just out on the dance floor.
You'll go, right? He said yes. He said yes. Let's go. Let's go.
Justin's over here demanding that people get on the dance floor, and he's not taking no for an answer. And I kind of love it that he's dragging these people out there. Instead of doing a dance, like, okay, fine, I'll go dance. And it fills the dance floor. It's working. People are getting up. It's crazy. One thing that I just loved was whenever Justin basically turned the reception to dance mode, they hit a point where it was time to play some more dance-heavy music that he knew the couple and all their guests would love. So the DJ turned off his big I do sign, so it got a lot darker, and then Justin turned all of his lights to RGB mode, so all the colors are changing, and it feels way more like a party now, like it's happening. And I love that he has the control to be able to dictate exactly whenever he wants the lighting to change like that. Exactly whenever he wants things to change. So cool to see. Justin heard "Teach Me How to Dougie," and he ran for the dance floor, full out sprint. I'm like, okay, I guess we're running after him. Okay, gotta get "Teach Me How to Dougie." So good. A wedding with Justin Porter Media in the books, reality TV style, whatever the heck you want to call that. Yeah, how we feeling?
Man, so today was amazing. I was a couple people short, believe it or not, right? You're probably like, dude, you had two people, y'all had easy rigs. We were 2 people short. My grip wasn't here. My other assistant, Connor, wasn't here, had some personal issues. And so it was cool. Ravi and I handled it. I think the day overall went amazing. We got some really good sound bites. The interviews, I think, all went well. We're slowly starting to move away from wedding day interviews with our 3 to 4 day doc package. So we do all the professional interviews like months in advance. So the wedding day is all about just the reality, fun, and just the things that happen. But I think overall, the interviews I was very impressed with. I think that was amazing. I think the shots we got throughout were amazing. The couple, they hired us to do our job. They paid you thousands of dollars to create a film for them. Whether you decide to take the fly on the wall approach or the more on, control, the control that I'm doing is to only ensure that what we can get and what we can document is best for them. I don't want them watching their film, like she said, 5 years from now or 10 years from now, they want to show their kids. I don't want them watching that being like, man, I hate this, man. This sounds horrible. This sounds bad. Like, that's how they're going to remember you. So you got to think about everything you do at the wedding. If your reception send-off clip is horrible and it's grainy and it's noisy, every single time they watch their film, that's going to be the part that they remember and hate. They're not going to remember that you got that first look with her and her dad and it was amazing. They're only going to remember the things you hate. And I learned this in sales. People who hate something brag more about it than people who love something.
I feel so invigorated now after filming BTS of you filming a wedding. And I really mean it because I don't know, if you want to call me an old dog, you can call me an old dog that hasn't learned some new tricks in a while. We'll put it that way, okay? Hey, been filming weddings 13 years now, okay? Seen a lot of stuff. I have my way of doing things. And I like my way of doing things, but at the same time, I knew that filming behind the scenes of other people and traveling along with them and seeing them film a wedding was going to really open up my mind and eyes to new and different ways of doing things. And whenever I see you, who've only been filming weddings for 5 years, no, I think?
5 years. 4 years. This is my 4th year.
4 years. Okay. A child in the wedding video. I'm a teenager.
I'm a rookie.
Okay, he is a toddler in wedding, becoming a small kid in wedding videography. But like seeing the way that you do things, it was making me question so many things. Like, why do I mic people that way? And why don't I mic more people? And why am I not asking more genuine questions like that? Because if I, like, to sum it all up and all, like, the reality TV style really comes down to audio. And it really comes down to pulling out that story and the call being vulnerable with you and willing to share who they are and their emotions and their relationship and their really core of their story. And it's a vulnerable place. It's like an emotional place, and they're gonna cry, and some people don't want to do it. Which is one reason you love this couple. And you're
I love
holy
it.
crap,
And they
this
didn't
couple's
get
amazing.
super emotional, but I think everyone that I was able to talk to was able to feel, and this is the big thing with this style, is like making people comfortable with you and your presence. Obviously, like if I just had like an A7S and it was just like very low key, that calms, like not having a big setup makes people more at ease. So I have to take 10 times the effort as most filmmakers, because like right out of the gate when I was in the bridal suite, we got to make everybody know like, okay, this dude is cool. I can like be comfortable around him. I can be myself around him. The minute they feel like the energy is off, you bring them outside for an interview and they're not gonna open up as if they were talking to their best friend. You know, being able to bring Mama here and talk about things that I just heard her say, like, oh, you just said y'all prayed for her, and have this kind of like calming, you know, conversation with her, didn't feel like she wasn't intimidated by the setup. She was just talking to me about something that she felt strongly about with their relationship.
Definitely. So I gotta say, I feel like Justin is setting some trends here a little bit, okay? Setting some trends, okay? And I'm just saying, because I do think that you're gonna start seeing people emulate this. And I'm not saying that people haven't done this before, like, but in terms of me having watched probably some of the most weddings that anybody's ever watched. The only people I think have watched more weddings than me might be like the Love Stories TV people, because they watch wedding films for a living. But like, I'm watching thousands of wedding videos. Like I watch dozens every month whenever I do a wedding film review live stream. And like, I've never seen somebody miking this many people or chasing the story in this way. I've seen interviews, I've seen letters, I've seen one-off things, but never at this level. And so it's so exciting to see, especially with only a team of 2 people. Like, you usually have like 4 and you're like, man,
We're way more deep than this. And honestly, that's like my one regret is like after getting the story that we were able to get, I'm just like, man, imagine if, because usually we will have 2 shooters who stay in the bride suite and the groom suite, and then Robbie and I will both do interviews, and it's just a way easier process. So yeah, you know, like I think if I would have had more people, that's my only thing I think we could have done. I feel like it still was like crazy, but I feel like it could have been way better from a JPM performance level.
Well, we're all about the JPM performance level here, let me tell you. But for real, thank you. It's been so fun. I was literally like, hey, can I come film this wedding?
Can I just say, is this thing on? Is it rolling? Am I in there?
Good.
Can I just say that from a respected way, like Matt is still who I consider my idol. And I think I don't think he realizes how fortunate I feel to have gone the last 4 years, or when I first started, like daily. I mean, eating cereal late at night, watching nothing but. What's up, guys? I'm Matt Johnson. Today we're talking about audio and how to mic a bride. And like literally watching all of these videos to now being, we're friends, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're friends.
To now being friends. I just had to make sure, you know, sometimes like BTS, like, I don't know. Okay, cool. No, seriously though, to now being friends and being able to just like, you know, talk to him and breathe the same air as him, I think that's like, to me, super humbling. Let me get some of that. No, seriously though, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, you know, and I feel like I need to say that because it's just so surreal for me, man. It's so surreal. I want to cry. I think I'm getting emotional.
Hey, no, that's the couple's job to get emotional, okay? That's what we're filming here. We're filming the couple getting emotional, not us.
No, this is amazing, man. Thank you so much, dude. This is gonna be a great BTS and a great story. I can't wait to edit this.
Yeah. Justin's stuff is linked down in the video description if you want to check that out. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.
Before you go, I want to tell you about one of the best places to license music for your wedding films that also happens to be the sponsor of this video, MusicBed. I have personally used MusicBed for over a decade, and it is one of the only brands that I trust to find incredible sounding music for my wedding films. For example, when I filmed the wedding of Monica and David in the mountains of California, they were a couple that had been together for so long, and I knew that I needed a really powerful song that would emphasize the emotional impact. The track It's You That Makes Me by Prince of Spain was perfect for this moment and really helped connect this moment in the film with my audience at a deep level. MusicBed has the music that you're going to be genuinely excited about using in your video projects. And because they have the largest roster of independent artists with music that is curated specifically for filmmakers, you're always going to be able to find exactly what you need. So take your wedding films to the next level with MusicBed. You can hear the difference for yourself when you sign up for a free account at the link down below. And as a bonus, you can use the coupon code MATT2months at checkout to receive 2 months free when you sign up for an annual subscription. Sign up for MusicBed today. With that, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more wedding behind the scenes videos. And also, if you liked this style of behind the scenes video where I went along with another wedding filmmaker showing you how they film a wedding, could you leave me a comment down below and let me know who else you would like me to go film a wedding with? What other wedding filmmakers do you want to see? That would be great. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.